All right, overcoming isometric rack pulls. So we want to start with a squat rack, right? Something ideally that's bolted down to the floor. If not, you can kind of do what I have here and put some dumbbells over the front side, but something that has a lot of weight on it so we don't pick up the squat rack when we're doing these. You want to make sure they have bar catches on them. You don't necessarily have to flip them upside down. That's just what I like to do. Just because we have this cushion on the bottom side, it's going to protect the squat rack more, but you could do them the other way around. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so we want to start with a mixed grip on these, right? So one over, one under. That's just going to make sure that our limiting factor is in our grip. You can also use wrist wraps, whatever you want here. You don't necessarily have to use those, but I don't want your grip to be your limiting factor on these, right? So we're going to pick the bar up. You'll have to play around with it a little bit. You want the catches to be set up to where when you get underneath here, that bar is right at about mid-thigh. And we want the hands on the outside of the legs and the torso here. All right, so what we're doing here is we're trying to pick up this squat rack, but it's gonna be too heavy to pick it up. So we're just getting a lot of tension and squeezing our muscles as hard as we can here without actually moving. All right, so we're trying to overcome the weight of this squat rack or whatever it is, and we're not actually moving it. We just want that really strong contraction here. Okay, so think about pushing your feet right down to the floor, and we're making sure that the core is really nice and engaged so we're not getting these in your lower back. We're thinking quads, hamstrings, glutes, all of that, squeezing as hard as you can for the prescribed amount of time, and it's just a hold for seconds here. Feet are driven into the floor, core's tight, using our legs to drive this movement. We want that bar right at about mid-thigh as we do them.